Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sport Bike Menace. So we're going to do an unboxing, my second unboxing for security cameras. My first unboxing, it went good for the unboxing, but the camera right here, do not buy. I wouldn't even buy even just the brand itself, like any of their brands. But if you need to know, the specific brand is the Pro 5S 2K of theirs. Even though it comes, you can buy the solar panel separate. I stay away from this company. It's junk. It's not worth the money. This could have been like $50 or $60, and then it would have been a different story. But anyway, so we're going to do an unboxing of eufy, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. And we're going to do an unboxing real quick, and I'm gonna talk about why I went for a second camera, and basically wasted money on the first camera to get a second camera. That right there was like about 100 and something. Don't quote me on it because I can't remember. It was over 100, I know that. This I got on Amazon for cheap. Best Buy does have it for $200, and since I'm a member on Amazon Prime, for members only, you get a discount on this product. So I got about a $50 discount, which was still kind of expensive for me. And what I mean by that, this is not money that I wanted to invest. So this came out to like 162 with taxes. So I wasn't expecting to spend that kind of money, but again, we'll get into that detail in a bit. Right now I'm actually uploading the video of the review of this, and I explain in that video. But just to say that there was an incident last night. A guy was checking out my bike late at night, looked very suspicious, but the camera didn't do a very good job where it zoomed into their face. I was able to look at the car, or it was a truck, it was a Chevy, but you can't really, his face got basically very blurred out because this camera's quality is trash. That's the reality of it. So I'm gonna do an honest review about this, and hopefully that this is good, because again, I do like the products, like their products. I like their products, and I'm gonna explain why. So I have their vacuum, and again, you can see their name, eufy, and right here, eufy. I love their products. This was expensive, but the best handheld vacuum ever. I've never, like, I don't regret that price. I paid, I think, over $200 for that vacuum. Anyways, so with this camera, it's a 3K compared to the 2K that I had over there. And this has a solar. That doesn't have solar. In that one, the battery dies in 4 days if you have everything. Oops, I hit the tripod. In 4 days, if you have everything active on it, it dies in 4 days. I live in the city, so it's constantly, recording, and constantly going off and off and off. Because I live by a school, and there's 2 schools right next to each other, plus a lot of the cars that are going down the street, because again, I live in the city. So the battery dies in 4 days, and you got to go up, take it down, and then recharge it. It was too much. That alone was already like irking my soul. And then you have to pay subscription from that company, as I think it was like $7, $8, $9. I'm not 100% sure. With eufy, you don't have to pay subscription. There is 8 gigabytes internal memory inside the device. Now, if you want to get an extension, you have to pay their you have to buy their separate device, and it has an internal hard drive in that device. But for me, 8 gigabytes is going to be sufficient enough. I'm not going to be investing money like that in products like this. I'm hoping that this is the last security camera that I have to purchase. I don't want to purchase anymore. This stuff is getting expensive. I'm gonna see if I can sell that security camera on Facebook Marketplace for $50. Because in reality, I think that's the value of the camera itself. Even if it was brand new or used, it's just, I don't like the camera, to be honest. So anyway, so here's the back of it. So it has 3 times to view what matters clearly. 8 times zoom shows details and at a distance. So it has dual cameras work together to auto zoom on a target with up to 3 optical, and 8 times digital zoom. And the other one says, see every detail in 3K resolution when live viewing or viewing recorded footage. Then it has the 360, so the whole head moves in 360. Also has tilt, it has going up. Built-in local storage, which is 8 gigabytes. Stay charged with forever power because of the solar. They say within 2 hours of sunlight, it will give you enough charge to last the whole night until the next day. So if you only had 2 hours of sunlight, that will be enough until the next morning. Wire free and flexible installation. It has subject lock and tracking with built-in AI. The camera recognizes and moves objects, or moves with the objects. So the human that moves around, it'll follow them. You can see in color or at night vision. So you can have the spotlight and then it'll see it in color at night, or you can just have night vision. But yeah, that's just the way that looks like. And then here's the app. So not only we're going to do an unboxing, but we're going to do a setup and see how the ease of setup. So this is how the box looks like anyways. Like I said, I do like the company, so I'm going to be kind of a little biased. Well, I'm not even biased. Matter of fact, no. I'm going to have high expectations because I like the company. So if they let me down, it's not going to, I'm going to be upset. So they have screws. I do like these ones compared to the ones, the other ones that came in, because these have a point. The ones that the other camera came with, they were more meant for drywall. Now this has a sharp edge, which you can do into wood. So like a thick wood, you can attach it to. The other ones, I stripped out the heads, and I had to use different type of screws for the wood. Anyways, so we got USB type C, and this is right here, the solar panel. Let's peel this off. So that's what the solar panel looks like, and this is what the plug looks like, and it's a USB. And I guess this is where it will go into the charging port. And that's why they have a USB to a type C, which is, this stuff is, they've been making the cable smaller and smaller for every device, and not just this brand, everything. And we're going to show how small it is. It's short, but it is what it is, because I have a longer one that I use for that stuff. Okay, so we have more stuff. Oh, so this is an extension. I thought you would have to buy this separate. So this has an extension just in case you want to move the solar panel somewhere else where it has more sunlight and you have to extend it. So it has an extender, which in reality, this actually works even for any device that you want to use. So like your phone, and you have a small charging cable like this. This is type C with type C. So basically, you just connect one type C to another. So this type C, let's say, let's go to my phone, the other type C will go in here. And then look, this is a long cable. So regardless, this works. This is something that I would be saving, even though I wouldn't need it, because where I'm planning to put it at, it sits up high enough where the solar should grab the sunlight. So let's put this away. I'm definitely going to keep this. So we got the user manual. Oh, they gave us more screws. Oh, okay. So one for the solar panel if you do separate, and then one for the camera. I was gonna say, wait, they gave you extras. So the most important part, if I can get it out the box. So it's pretty heavy. The same thing that I had with the other camera. That camera felt very heavy. Looks like it's good quality. Doesn't feel cheapy. But again, we're gonna set it up. So we're gonna look at all this stuff. So here's where the solar panel is going to connect to. It's going to connect back there. We have this. Well, I'll remove that once I'm ready to install it. Here's where the screws. Oh no, here's the base. There's the base. So you can either do, I'm trying to remember how they had this, because anyways, I might have to look at the whole thing and then we'll do this together, because I did that before and I wasted too much time. So anyway, so it does have the where you're going to charge it at. It has the sync button. That I'm gonna remove it later. So we'll be back once I have this all hooked up onto the phone, and I'll explain how I hooked it up and how it looks like on the app. So we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So we figured everything out. We got everything kind of like installed, and we do got it hooked up to the phone, so it didn't need an update. And that's how it looks like in real time. So it gives you a thumbnail up top, whatever it sees. So like if it sees my hand, it'll give me a thumbnail here at the edge. And that's how it looks like in real time. You can hear my voice. So it gives you a thumbnail up top, whatever it sees. So like if it sees my hand, it'll give me a thumbnail here at the edge. And it was trying to track me. That's how it looks like in real time. So that was the recording. There's different options they have. You got the AI tracking. There's other ones that I gotta really look into the app, and this is why I'll do a review on this. But for right now, it looks much better than the other one that I had, the 2K. Even though it's just 3K, but this has more options. This has 2 opticals separated. So the other one had 1 lens, and then it just did 2 times zoom. This has 2. This has a wide angle and a close-up angle. So to show you guys, so you see that there is 2 cameras, right? One up top and one on the bottom. This is a sensor. This is the light to for at night. Oh, so it's moving on me. So it's trying to track me. So so an example, so if I move the camera, it's gonna move the whole head and then try to track me. Well, it's following my hand, I guess. Whatever it saw first, it's gonna move. So it does have an alarm system, so you can have a siren going off. This is super loud. I saw this already on YouTube. The guy played it, even scared himself, and it is loud. The light is not bright. The other one that I have is gonna probably be a brighter light than this one. When the guy did his review on YouTube, I seen it better a night vision compared to the light. The only reason why you would want a spotlight is to scare the person away, so they don't end up stealing, because there's no point of catching someone stealing after they're already stole. The whole point of it is to deter somebody from stealing or damaging your property. They're gonna be like, oh look, they got a camera up, let me not do it. So that's the thing for me of the spotlight part. But again, it makes no noise, like the head moving. And it also tilts down, it tilts up, it does a whole 360. So I don't know if you can hear it. You can't even hear it. It's like buttery smooth. So like I said, for right now, I'm loving it. I do love the product. I love what they stand for. I've never had no issues with mine. And the manual, super helpful. And if you don't understand the manual, when you set it up on your phone through the app also explains how to do everything. So we're gonna go through that right now to build this up. So in one of these bags, you get 2 5mm screws, and then that's what you're gonna hold down on the base. There's this piece right here that goes in the center. This, you're gonna pop it out before you put these 2 screws. So once you put those 2 screws, then you push this into place. So it goes in like that. And then once you do that, you put this on top. You're gonna screw this into place. Right, so don't screw it too tight until you get it where you want the camera to be at. So this is the front of the camera, so it's going to be tilted like this, and I'm going to max it out, and that's as far as it's going to go, maxed out. And then you tighten it up to the point where the wind doesn't move it. So the bad thing is, because I have this turned on, so it's going to be hard to hold this in place and not mess up the motor in the camera part. So like the camera is constantly moving. So you might want to have this installed, like have this at least some of this part installed ahead of time, to where if the head is moving, you're not going to damage it. But yes, so, and then so it has a screw in the back too, where you have to tighten it up there. So that's another thing as well. And then again, tightening the one part. See, it's kind of hard because you're tightening one part and then loosening the other, so you can't move this part, the top part, because there's a screw for that, and then the bottom has a screw for that. So that's that, and I just loosened it up now. But yeah, so it's gonna look something like this. So now, right now, I have it charging off of my USB cable, or my Type-C cable, because it does need battery. Like, I mean, it does need charge. It's not fully charged. So it says it recommends for it to be fully charged before mounting it up. And since right now is nighttime, it's not going to get any extra charge from the solar panel. Now, can the solar panel, within the 8 hours of daylight, can it charge this fully from, you know, let's say it went to 1% or 0%? From 0%, can it take it to 100%? I don't know. So this is where it's going to be a lot of review. Maybe it'll take me 2 weeks to do a review on this, and then I'll go through all the features. Hopefully that guy that was stocking my bike, and I'm going to show the picture right now, why that that other camera was useless for me. So I'm going to show you guys. So this is the guy. Make sure you guys can see it in frame. So that's the guy. But the camera is so trashy that it literally blur out his face. You can't even see his face. So even if I gave this footage to the cops, or the screenshot, it literally, you can't even see who it is. But my motorcycle is what he was looking at, and I had a bike cover on it. And then he'll give you another angle of it, not zoomed in. And again, you can't even make out his face. I'm gonna try to bring it close to the camera. That's how it looks like. There's nothing. You can see the car clearly. It's a Chevy truck with a tonneau cover, but you cannot see the guy's face. I can zoom into the picture. It's gonna get extorted. And that's how his face looks like. So I'm hoping that this camera does a better job than this one. For right now, it has a lot more features. Just the tilting alone, the AI tracking, that it tracks a person and moves with them. It sends me thumbnails of the video clips. So like, just in case, like, it's just a car that drove by my house and I see the thumbnail, I don't gotta click on it to see it, because it's just a car driving by. So it has thumbnails, it got text messages, so I'm getting alerts consistently even right now. So again, let's go into the app and see my beautiful face. So we're gonna go into the live instead of looking at what it's recording, because I gotta delete all those recordings. So let's go and look for it. Go home, go into live. I'm having an echo, I guess, because the phone's right next to me. Let's lower this down. Matter of fact, there you go. So this is what the camera looks like. Bring this close up to you guys. So yeah, that's what the camera looks like. Now I'm super close to the camera, so I'm not sure. Again, I gotta do more reviews on it, but at least you guys can see the clarity. This is just my hand being stuck out like this, like just like that, and you guys can see the pole right here. So that's what it looks like. The recordings, again, I'm not gonna play the recordings because you can see what it looks like off of the actual phone. So you guys can see me, how I look like. Here, we'll bring it up closer so you guys can see. Now again, at nighttime, I gotta do a review for what it looks like at night. I didn't do that for the other camera because I already took a screenshot of what it looks like at night. Then I showed what it looks like in the daytime, because when I did the review, I did it during the day. I showed the screenshot of what it looks at night. So I'll do the same thing for this camera. And again, I'm gonna have high expectations of this camera because it's the name brand that I stand for that name brand. I really like that name brand, so I have high expectations for them. So anyways, so right now I don't want to do a review. I did a setup for you guys. So the 3 screws, I'm not going to use these because the ones that I use is more for heavier duty screws, but you guys can use these screws. So these ones can go here, and here's are for your what's those called, the yeah, now my brain is messing up. It's for indoor. You use this more for indoor. I'm trying to remember that wall. What is it called? Anyways, this is what you use for indoor, not for wood. You don't use this for wood. I'm trying to remember the name, but I can't now on top of my head. So reason why you have 6 is because you can do, you do 3 screws for this on a different side of the wall, and then these 3 are for the mount for the camera. But since I'm doing it this way, I only need 3. And then this clips towards the back, so this will go like this. It'll clip in there, and that's how it goes. So basically, and this goes towards the back, however I decide to route it, most likely that way, and then that goes into the charging port. So that's what the product looks like. But anyways, guys, so I made this video too damn long. If you guys like the video and you guys want to see the review, put in the comments below. I'm definitely going to do the review, so subscribe to the channel. Put a like, put a comment. Everybody ride safe, drive safe. God bless everybody. Sending a lot of blessings to everybody. Everybody make sure that your stuff don't get stolen, and keep everybody like responsible for the decisions and the mistakes that they do. Because that day, I was planning to be very disrespectful to that guy that was literally looking at my bike for a while. And I wish I would have had all the screenshots, but I was trying to be patient for the guy. I was planning to talk through the speakers, because like this stuff has speakers. I was planning to say, hey, oh, you lost? But I didn't want to be a Karen. I wanted to give the guy some time. Maybe he was waiting for somebody. It was just kind of weird how he was doing it, because he wasn't in his truck. He was outside of his truck, and it was on my side of the sidewalk. And I never seen this guy before, and I never seen that truck before. And I live in the city, so I lived here all my life. So I kind of know who's on the block, who lives here, who's just coming to visit. So I was like, maybe he's waiting on somebody, do some dirt, and he's going to leave. So I was being patient, but towards the end, I regret being patient. I should have confronted him, made sure that he sees that this camera is watching him. But it is what it is. The next time, I'll make sure he knows that he's being watched, and I'll be more confrontational about it. But anyways, guys, stay blessed. God bless everybody, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.